Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today's reading is going to be for twin flames and divine soulmate connections, just a general read to see what is going on in the collective. But before we get started, I just want to take a moment and express my gratitude to all of you who have been supporting me, liking, sharing, commenting, and to my new subscribers as well, of course. I really appreciate it so much. You guys don't even know. I mean, these are the things that really help to keep this channel going. So I really do appreciate it. And thank you guys. All right. So with that said, let's actually get into it. Oh, also, I do now have an American PayPal account. So for those of you paying in dollars, you don't have to pay the international fee anymore. I wasn't even aware that there was one until recently. So yeah, not anymore. And if you're in Europe, it is convenient for me for you to pay in euros. So just email me. It's probably more convenient for you as well. So just email me and I will, and I will get back to you and let you know how to do that. All right. Also, you can watch this video at a faster speed if you want. It's right in the video settings actually. So it's very easy to do. Okay, so let's see what is going on with the masculines currently. All right, we have self-worth, we have twin flame, and we have pride and ego. All right, so it feels like the masculines right now, they're really working on their self-worth. I'm twin flame. All right. Yeah, there you go. So I feel like for a lot of them, they are aware of this. Some of them might not be aware of the concept, but they do feel the connection. They do feel that there is something special, something different about the bond that they have with you. But because their sense of self-worth might still need a little work, this is causing their ego to get involved. And it's kind of like a self-defense mechanism where they are protecting their sense of self-worth. Why? Because, well, it would only need protecting if at the moment it is lacking a little bit. All right, let's see what's going on with the feminines and then we'll get into the tarot. I do feel like that one I did feel that. All right. We have union, destruction, and abandoned. Okay, interesting. So for the feminines, the group that I'm tapping into at least, it feels like you pretty much have abandoned the idea of union in a way, or you just feel like this is now impossible, or you're just destroying that idea in your mind, or it has been destroyed by something that the masculine has done, by the energies, by the situation, whatever. Okay, so let's see, we're going to look at each of your energies separately for what is going on right now, and then we're going to look at what is coming up in the near future, what this is moving you towards, what this is moving them towards, all that stuff. All right, so let's get a feel for the masculines. Their energy, just their general energy. Okay. All right, so I'm only taking uprights. We have the Five of Swords, the Magician, and the Page of Wands. We also had the Ten of Cups that just flipped out. They're trying to manifest something, but it's like there's something holding them back when it comes to, I feel, their own self. It's kind of like with this Five of Swords, almost like deceiving their own self. And I do feel like that is their pride and ego right here. They do have this enthusiasm. They do have this, okay, not enthusiasm, but it's kind of like when they think about their feminine, it's almost like they get like a jolt is how it's coming through. They get a jolt throughout their body. And so this is why they're feeling that push to manifest something. Like they know that they're feeling this push to do something, to act, to manifest. But I feel like with the Five of Swords being the very first card out, they're holding themselves back. We will clarify and get more information as to why that is. But let's see what else. What's going on in their headspace when it comes to their feminines? What are they thinking? Page of Swords, Queen of Swords, and the Hanging Man. Okay, so they're really thinking about you a lot. They're thinking about you a lot. They have a lot of clarity. I feel like they've been getting a lot of clarity. And again, we do have the Twin Flame card here, which is telling me that they are aware, like I said, of this connection. And I'm getting very strongly that they're just getting physical symptoms when they think about you. And I feel like it's being confirmed right here. At the same time, though, they're keeping their distance. It's like they're waiting. They're just thinking. Kind of like they're having a new, it's like a new type of a feeling when they think about you. Let's see what's going on with them emotionally. We have the Ace of Swords. The King of Wands. And Judgment. So there's even more awareness here. They're feeling emotionally, like they're feeling this pull towards you. They're feeling the magnetism. I don't know what is going on this week or the next 2 weeks. Time is relevant, all right? But it's for this time period. They're really feeling you like, wow. They're feeling that passion. They're feeling that push to move towards you, like almost as if, like I said, I mean, Judgment, again, something new, something, just seeing you in a very different way. Not that they didn't feel the emotions for you before, because, I mean, that's what at least in my readings, I've been getting that they have for a while. But it's like now there's something new about it, and I just can't really put my finger on it. So let's see. Let's clarify some of these. Let's see that Five of Swords. The World, the Six of Pentacles, and the Knight of Cups. They're trying to complete something. I feel like they're trying to complete something that is going to bring balance into their life, or that they think that is going to help to balance things out before they can actually come forward as this Knight of Cups. There's something that they want to make right. I feel for a lot of you, obviously, this would be that they treated you in a way that was less than fair in the past, because this Five of Swords can also be deceit. And then together with the Six of Pentacles, I'm seeing this as them having deceived you in some way, or just not treated you fairly. Kind of like, you know, either being selfish for some of them in a very direct way, and for others it was selfishness in an indirect way. And with all of this clarity that we have going on here, they're realizing that. this is part of the newness of it. Kind of like having that insight into their own self. That it's because of them that the situation has manifested in the way that it has. This is something that they're trying to close out now within themselves. Let's see the Magician. We have Strength. Like I said, they're wanting to manifest here. They're wanting to manifest in a new type of a way. And this new type of a way, it's kind of like I'm getting the image of them being like a little child who has just discovered that, you know, they can do something on their own, that they can tie their shoelaces, for example, on their own, something that they didn't even know they could do before. And that is the excitement. In this particular case, though, it is something that requires strength. And it's like they can see now that they can manifest that strength, or they're motivated to have that strength in order to manifest in this new way, which they didn't think was possible before. All right, let's see this Hanging Man. Why is the Hanging Man here? The Moon, the Knight of Swords, and the Page of Pentacles. This is all about seeing clearly the difference between illusion and reality. What they're doing right now is really learning about that difference, which is why they're not taking action. There are certain things about the connection with the feminine or about their own situation that is serving as a barrier that were illusions for the masculine. They weren't based in reality. And now they're having this clarity where they're seeing that, wait, those things, certain things within this that I thought were true, were just illusions. And so it's like now they're having that new perspective. And I feel like, yeah, that now it all makes sense. That is why they have this newfound feeling when they think about you. Does that mean that they're taking action right now? I don't know. It doesn't look like it at the moment. Maybe, because, well, emotionally at least, yeah. The energy of action is there with the Ace of Swords. But I'm mostly getting that, again, this is them seeing that difference between illusion and reality more than anything. So let's actually clarify the Ace of Swords. Let's see, Ten of Swords. Justice and the Chariot. This truth that they are discovering is painful. It's actually bittersweet. It's going to be painful for each of them for different reasons. Maybe because now they're seeing how they really were acting in the past and how it is them that has manifested this. And so that is painful for them to see and to understand or to even experience. When it comes to, yeah, the decisions that they've made in the past. Actions that they have taken. And they do want to correct this. As I said before, with that Six of Pentacles. Because now we have Justice in the Chariot. They do want to take some action to correct it. This is how they're feeling emotionally. This is that jolt that they're getting, or part of it. Let's see the King of Wands, because this is a very powerful combination down here in their emotional space. King of Wands, just one. The Magician. Wow. The Magician again. Clarifying the King of Wands. All right. Talk about wanting to manifest. Emotionally, they're really feeling that push, that drive to manifest. They want to make things happen. I'm almost getting that they're even in a rush to do so. They're in a rush to do so, but still stalling a little bit, processing that realization of the illusions and reality. Almost like they have to brace themselves. And when I say that they want to manifest and do something about it, it doesn't mean necessarily to come running to their divine feminine. It could be anything that needs to be taken care of in their own lives that has been serving as a barrier, and this might be directly related to you, or it might be indirectly related to you. For some of them, it might not even be for that purpose of coming to you, but it is in some way going to enable them to take that next step towards you. So I hope that makes sense. Let's see Judgment. This is like a major awakening here. Ace of Pentacles. What else? Okay, Ace of Pentacles and the Hierophant. Wow, this is really them seeing the truth about your connection. Again, which is just confirming that twin flame card. That this is where a potential lies. That could be something long-term, that could be something stable, that could be something secure. Something very spiritual in nature. It's like a major realization for them. And it's partly due to the fact that, you know, when you pop into their mind, they're feeling something different, even physically. Like the chemicals that are going through their body and through their brains at that moment. All right, let's see what's going on with the feminines, and then we'll look into what is coming up and what all of this is leading to. So I wouldn't be surprised if for a lot of you, if this is resonating, if there has been a break between the two of you, and so these realizations have been occurring while you've been in separation. If you have been in contact, you may have been feeling that there's just something different. Because I really don't think that they would be expressing this to you, because it's still something very new for them. They don't even fully understand it themselves. They're having clarity over certain things, yes, but do they fully understand why and all the hows? No. Not yet. All right, so let's see. Feminines. All right, the High Priestess, the Three of Swords, and the Four of Pentacles. You've been trying to listen to your intuition, and what your intuition has been telling you has been painful. It has been painful, and it's kind of like there's a pull between separating and holding on to this. And I feel like it is a common theme. There's a, it's like there's a part of you, again, where you feel so hurt that you want to leave this behind. But then how can you when you know what this connection is or what the potential is? Let's see what else. There's that Tower, which is like the destruction card. The Tower, the Seven of Swords, and the King of Cups. Yeah, I'm getting with this Tower that this is you pretty much feeling like, you know what, this is never going to happen. Yeah, there's a part of you still holding on to this. Why? Because you have those emotions. Those emotions are there. You still feel that love. You still feel that connection and the strength of it. Deep down, there's a part of you that knows that your masculine loves you. But because of that pain and because you're not seeing anything happening, you've pretty much abandoned the idea of union, and I feel like that's what this Tower is. And for some of you, it might be affecting you in a very intense way. Yeah, he agrees. It's for those of you not watching and just listening, I was just talking to the cat that got on the desk. Yeah, so for a lot of you, it's affecting you in a very intense way. And for others of you, I feel like you're just really doing your best to move away from those intense feelings, almost as if you're not allowing that Tower to really hit you. And I don't think that there's anything wrong with that actually in this particular case, especially if you've already undergone like Tower after Tower after Tower. It's kind of like now you're like on autopilot knowing how to deal with it. And you're just like, I'm going to move on my own merry way and pretty much allow this to be what it is. That love is there, but hey, you know, if this person is going to continue to deceive themselves and the connection, well then, you know, it's all about releasing control, which is a common theme. And it's interesting because sometimes, you know, you may have released control and then it creeps back up on you sometimes. Okay, so final row here, we have the Lovers for your emotional space, the Seven of Pentacles, and the Ten of Wands. Yeah, that love is there from both sides. But you have invested so much into this. You have put so much time and energy into this, not getting any results with the Seven of Pentacles, that it's just gotten you to that point where you just want to release that burden. You've been carrying it for way too long. And that's why you are abandoning ship, basically. Okay. I don't think we need to clarify anything here. I think it's pretty straightforward. So we'll just get into what is coming up and messages for you as well. So let's see. Because I do feel like for the masculines, this was just very general. It was more like what's going on in their thoughts or what's going on with them spiritually. Not really on a practical level other than their physical symptoms, but let's see. What is coming up for the masculines? So this would be for like the next week or two. All right, we have the King of Cups, the Eight of Cups, and the Emperor. Okay, so what is this about? This is them really, I feel, opening up their heart chakra. They're really opening up to their emotions, not denying their emotions. Like I said, they've had new realizations, and I feel like these physical symptoms that they're getting, it's allowing them to also open up emotionally as well, becoming more emotionally mature. They've been holding on to things in their lives that have been easier or convenient for them to hold on to for whatever reason. This emotional maturity and this opening up of the heart is helping them to move away and to emotionally detach, having that maturity to emotionally detach from the things in their lives that are no longer serving them. And here we have the Emperor really taking control over that. This is a lot of maturity. This is a lot of having control over one's own self. So this is what this realization is moving them towards. This new awakening, this just like another layer of an awakening. So yeah, it's like, you know, this, what they're emotionally detaching from, I feel, is their ego that has been playing a major role here throughout this situation, throughout their journey. All right, let's see if there's anything else, any specific actions they might take towards their feminine, or any energy more specific to the feminine. We have the Four of Pentacles, the Chariot, and let me get one more. All right, and the Eight of Swords. Okay, so they're still, I feel like they're holding on to you tightly. They're holding on very tightly to this idea of moving towards you, but they're not out of the woods yet. They're taking care of their emotional issues here. Detaching, as I said, from what they need to detach from, being emotionally more mature, but they're still a little bit caught up in their headspace here. There's a little bit of fear surrounding their energy. So I'm not going to clarify that. It's pretty simple, but at the same time kind of frustrating, right, to look at this, because you see this person having realizations, opening up emotionally, having that maturity for their feelings and for their emotions, feeling things even physically about this connection, but there's some fear. And for each of them, the fear is going to be, it's going to be a little bit different. But they haven't let go of you. You're letting go of them. You're the one, I feel, losing that hope. Which, like I said, is okay, because if that is helping you to detach from the outcome and to focus on your own self and your own self-worth and, you know, possibly your own issues of abandonment from the past, then that's actually a positive thing, even if it doesn't feel like it right now. They have to work on their fear here, which could be related to their own sense of self-worth. But do they want to come towards you? Yes. Are they in that direction? That's what I'm seeing here. All right. So let's see for the feminines what you are moving towards. The Six of Swords, the Hermit, and the Two of Pentacles. Yeah, you are moving to a calmer state of being. You're moving away from this tower. I feel like you've already been in this tower repeatedly, possibly in the past, and now you're leaving that behind. and you're moving, you might still be feeling that intensity because the Tower is here in the present moment, but coming up in the near future, you're moving away from that. You're finding more peace within yourself, okay? Because we have the Hermit here. You're doing your own introspection. You're okay with the idea of being alone without this. It's that destruction of the idea of union, which is okay. It doesn't mean union won't happen. That's just what you're moving towards feeling, okay? It's not easy though, okay? Two of Pentacles. It's not easy, and there is a little bit of back and forth when it comes to how you think about this or how you feel about this, but that's just to be expected. You can manage. You can manage the back and forth, and you can also handle what is being thrown at you from the universe. And the universe has been throwing a lot of tests at you, a lot of little challenges that you are meant to jump over. And I feel like for the most part, that's what you're doing. You might stumble sometimes a little bit, but for the most part, you are jumping over the obstacles. All right, let's see. Any other messages for the feminines? Wow, wow. Four of Wands, the Sun, and the Three of Cups. You can have happiness. You can have something stable. You can have something secure. This Four of Wands, this is the twin flame connection. This is pure ultimate happiness and reconciliation. You know, it's like, it's okay to think of both, you know, lose hope, but then also know that it's possible. So that's what releasing control is. You have no control. Yeah, you know, abandon that idea that union has to happen. But at the same time, know that happiness and a reconciliation is possible. But don't focus on that. Don't focus on that, and don't focus on having felt abandoned. That's the message that I'm getting here. And you can manage. You can get through all of these different phases and stages of this journey. And what I'm also getting here is, you know, I mean, even in the case that union doesn't happen, let's just assume that for a second. Okay, let's just assume that for a second. You can still have this. You can still have this pure and ultimate joy and happiness in your life. Because that's what this is. And this is also a connection. A soul connection. This is like the most beautiful final message here. So this is all about trusting in the universe that you will have that fulfillment in your life, regardless. And do I believe that for a lot of you it will be with this person? Yes, I do. Okay, so let's see. Final message. If this was resonating, and if it did, please give me a thumbs up. I do appreciate it, or let me know in the comments. All right, and we have exchanging gifts. This is all about getting what you deserve. This is all about having an even exchange, an even reciprocity. It's all about balance. Things are going to balance out. You are moving in that direction. You know, the more you balance yourself out, the more balance is going to keep coming into your life. The more fair treatment you will be receiving in general. I want to get one more. Thinker. Yeah. So this is all about the masculine here, I feel. more so than you, this thinker. This is exactly what I was talking about before. They are seeing things for what they truly are. Again, destroying the illusions. Taking things at face value. Seeing things for what they really are. And then actually processing that and thinking about that. So, yeah, that was it. That was it. Those were the messages. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I will talk to you guys very soon. Much love.